Good afternoon, no, so good morning, comic book fans. Welcome back to Comics in 5 Minutes. I am Evelyn Shorty. Apparently, I'm not aware of the time. Sorry, just one of those situations where I was going to do a review today, but I had to come into town and I thought I'd get some stuff posted and figured, hey, since I'm here, I brought it with me, let's read and review The Joker. It's hard to review a comic about the Joker without just examining the flaws in the character straight away. So we're going to start with that, just to get out of the way, and then see if we can kind of enjoy the rest of it for what it is. Oh, hello, Leprechaun. The Joker will never be killed. At least not until they've figured out a way to replace him with something just as interesting. And as such, it's kind of hard to take any threat to the character seriously. God bless him, James Tynion actually tried really, really hard during the Joker War and even during some of the previous stuff to kind of make out that he was going to go a little bit different down the Joker path and do something that's not been done before. But DC execs and Warner Brothers are never going to let a right to do that. It's just the way of the world. He is going to continue to make the money, so why not they kill him off? So, the premise of the comic book, effectively, in the grand scheme of things, is Jim Gordon, retired from the force, is basically going to be hired to hunt down and kill the Joker. So straight away, you're like, but we know that's not going to happen. Once you get your head into that and look at what else is going on, you can potentially just enjoy the comic book for what it is, and hope that the ending, although it's never going to be what they expect it to be, you can kind of hope that the twist is going to be at least interesting and it's going to do something cool with it. So can we enjoy the ride on the way? Well, yes, we can. It's a Gilliam March on the artwork, and he is spectacular. I've already shared a picture on my Instagram of this artwork, but for people who don't, check it out on Instagram, at Ka-Pow Comics UK. That's the level of stuff we're dealing with here. He really does know what he's doing, and he does horror really, really well. And that is one thing that Tynion is trying to do on this one. He's actually a really good horror writer. I've read some of the stuff by him now and realizing that, yeah, that seems to be his go-to area, and he's very, very good at it. And this level of horror reminds me of, I don't know if it's like, as would be obvious to everyone, maybe it's like part of the story, I don't know, but it reminds me of Jaws, and the way that the Kevin Smith Spawn movie was going to be, which is the Joker and Jaws and Spawn don't necessarily have to be the bad guy of a movie about them. Jaws isn't a movie about a shark. It's a movie about the people who deal with the shark. Spawn should have been about Sam and Twitch, and Joker is now about Jim Gordon. Batman gets, I think, maybe 2 appearances, which is kind of cool. And the Joker, only other than like some flashback and photographs and, vivid recollections, he only ends up getting a final page, really. So it does end up being about something else. And that's cool. I actually really like the way they've done that. You get a sense of noir storytelling, which is really quite cool. When you do it about the police, it's nice to see them taking quite a serious look at corruption and how people basically in the force kind of excuse it and basically justify it to themselves in a way that it allows them to sleep at night and still think they're cops and they're being good guys. There's also quite a nice touch at the end when they're talking about whether or not believe in evil and whether or not wealth is in itself inherently evil or wealth could be used for good things. And again, that touches on like a morality issue, which I think is an interesting one that comic books are finally getting into. I mean, read Iron Man and read Batman recently. They are talking about this kind of stuff. Daredevil, particularly, is doing a fantastic job of it at the moment. And it's nice to see that this is something which is taking hold. Comic books, like most genre fiction, are actually always about more than what they're about. Comic books about superheroes are very rarely just about superheroes. Anyone who says Frankenstein is just about a monster or Dracula is just about vampires. It's like, yeah, there's a lot more going on. Genre fiction has a history of doing this, and it looks like Tynion is taking this advantage to taking this opportunity to take advantage of it, and is going to write his own stories about things that matter, using the Joker and using Gotham and Belize apparently to do it, and that is to be applauded. And he's doing a really good job of it. It's got that box out narration, which I really like. It gives a very nice noir sense to it, which is brilliant. The conversations are good. There's a lot of loaded sentences. There's a lot of intrigue. There's a lot of yet to be revealed stuff, foreshadowing. It's genuinely really, really cool. And at the end, you've got an actual bit of punchline, which is cool. I read the issue 1 special of that, and it was spectacular. Really, really good. And again, it's using comics to do more. there's clearly riffing on how individuals use the media to share a message. Whether that message is true or not is a different matter. How Punchline is taking advantage of social media trends and old media trends to basically paint herself to be something that she isn't, or at least to get people to think that what she is good. And these are all brilliant ideas as well, which I think should be established and looked into. And we've got a medium to do it, so let's take advantage of it. There are some people who are never going to go for a joke story. Joke of War actually summed up quite nicely why, because it's always going to be Joe turns up, does terrible things. It looks like he's not going to be able to stop them at the end. He finally is, but he isn't. And it's the same thing with Carnage. A lot of like huge big bads in comic books always tend to follow this pattern. But I think because this isn't actually about the Joker, it's about Jim Gordon. I think there's a chance that someone could do something better, and it's certainly a better comic book than I think I expected it to be, and I'm very glad I've got my own copy of it. That's it for me today. I still have like something else to review. There's another one by Gillen March, in fact, called Carmen. So you never know, I might do another one later. If not, though, I'll see you on Tuesday for our new comic book day video. And stay safe. Take it easy. Bye.